the ruling party, APC, was founded with the support of other parties. And the party, ever since Buhari got in, they've been having issues here and there. President Muhammad Buhari had to intervene. Some founders and the pillars of the All Progressive Congress, APC, have returned to the trenches to re-strategize and plot fresh plans to realize that 2023 political quest. Leaders of the party considered to be posturing for 2023 include Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Transport Minister Rotimi AMEACHI, Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and also Ekiti Governor Kayode Fayemi, amongst others. Although some people have already said that Ekiti Governor Kayode Fayemi will get that seat. I don't know what will become of Nigeria before 2023 or 2023 itself, as a lot of people are calling for a break. President Buhari last week backed the decision of factional acting national chairman of the party, Victor Giadom, to hold an emergency national executive committee NEC meeting. Now, at the meeting held at the presidential villa, members, on the suggestion of President Buhari, dissolved the National Working Committee, NWC, and appointed a caretaker and convention planning committee headed by Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni, with Senator John James Akpanudu Edehe as secretary. The main faction of the NWC, which enjoyed the support of 18 members, was led by late Senator Abiola Ajimobi, while he got sick and he died as a result of this, and he couldn't get back to that seat, and he has been buried since. National Vice Chairman South Tufam Iliad Etta stood in for him. The faction enjoyed the backing of suspended National Chairman Comrade Adams Oshiomhole and National Leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thus, some observers saw the dissolution of the NWC as a target against Tinubu and his 2023 presidential ambition. The presidency and Governor Buni dismissed this insinuation as balderdash and insisted that the sack of the NWC, or the dissolving of the NWC, was to save the APC from imploding. Following the dissolution, some members of the NWC would describe the NEC as illegal, contemplated challenging the decision in court, but later changed their minds over what a source attributed to, "We don't want to be seen to be challenging the president's decision." Indeed, Tinubu at the weekend said President Buhari had spoken, and he said, "We accept his decision," just as he said he had not made any decision regarding 2023 because the concerns of these hours are momentous enough. He talked about the poverty and the coronavirus and how they are trying to alleviate poverty and all of that. And a lot of people feel that this is just politicking talk, that he's looking at the board and he doesn't want to kind of play his cards open. He doesn't want anyone to kind of see what he is standing for. Who knows, he might decide to push Ekiti Governor in there and not himself. And I don't know if he's interested in becoming president of Nigeria anyway. He might be interested. In like manner, Oshiomhole said he has taken the dissolution of the NWC in good faith and reassured the president that his confidence in his leadership remained unshaken. A stalwart of the APC said that the solution of the NWC has brought forward a battle that would have been fought in 2022 when Oshiomhole's tenure would have ended. Oshiomhole made many avoidable mistakes that caused a setback to those depending on him to prosecute their 2023 aspirations, although his tenure would have ended before the 2023 election, but he would have had a hand in producing his successor. Now that opportunity has been lost, those depending on him will fight hard to have a hand in producing the next NWC, and it is not going to be easy, the source said. The source projected that the national chairmanship will still go to the South, though the APC no longer has a foothold in the oil-rich region following the defection of the governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State to PDP. According to the source, the Southwest will not accept the chairmanship slot because its leaders are interested in the presidency. In like manner, the source said the North does not seem ready to relinquish power to the South in 2023 and may not accept the position. We still have more than 2 years to 2023. He cannot be seen to be fighting the commander-in-chief, though he would have loved ß0LDLY to serve out his tenure as APC chairman. Fayemi El-Rufai moved to strengthen the party. On the same count, the camps of Fayemi and El-Rufai have started reaching out to stakeholders on the way forward. A close aide of Governor Fayemi said the dissolution of the NWC was done in the interest of the party and that it is a welcome development, adding that the governor is now joining forces to make the APC strong and virile, because it is when the party is strong that you can realize your aspirations. Also, a source loyal to AMEACHI in APC said, at the inception of the APC, the agreement was that the CPC will control power, ACN will control party, and NPDP will control the legislature. But now the CPC and ACN want to control all. This cannot be allowed to continue as we approach 2023. So you can see what this this group of politicians have already concluded among themselves when they came together, when they amalgamated all these parties together, ACN, CPC, and all of them, even APGA is part of it. They all agreed on where power will be focused on. Power for ACN, PDP will control the legislature. But now the CPC and ACN wants to control all. AMEACHI is one of the biggest pillars of the APC in the South, given the faith of ß0LDLY. Others include Chief Timbre Silva, Mr. Festus Keyamo, and Senator Godswill Akpabio. But AMEACHI is said to be closest to President Buhari among all of them. Governor RUFAI is considered as one of those who played crucial roles in the sack of the NWC and is now backing efforts to reposition the APC ahead of the 2023 polls, where he is expected to go for the position of the vice presidency or presidency, though he recently made case for power shift to the South in 2023. However, Alhaji Abdullahi Gambo Abba, a chieftain of the APC in Kaduna State, said since Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna had not publicly disclosed his intention or plans for 2023, it will not be credible for anyone to speak on that. On the dissolution of APC NWC, Abba, who had aspired for the Kaduna State House of Assembly to represent Kawo constituency in 2019, said there were many insinuations that some governors allegedly worked against ß0LDLY. Till date, I have not heard any governor or group of governors claim they had a hand in ß0LDLY's removal. It was just a party affair, and calling names, including that of El-Rufai, to have played any role would be unfair, he said. All eyes on the caretaker committee over how he will navigate the soft spots in the party. This is one of the reasons this Buni-led committee, was created. Already some members are laying landmines for the committee, saying Buni appointment and swearing in violated the APC constitution. Essentially, the geopolitical composition of the committee to a large extent reflects the legacy parties that fused to form the APC in 2019. In February 2013, 4 legacy parties, Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN of All Nigeria People's Party, ANPP, All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, and Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, merged to form APC. They all joined in November 2023 by the NPDP, a gathering of 5 People's Democratic Party, PDP governor leaders, and other stalwarts. In November 2013, the APC announced a merger with Abubakar Baraji-led faction of the PDP. Of the 7 governors, G7 in the breakaway faction, 5, including Rotimi Amaechi, Rivers State, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso Kanu, Murtala Yako Adamawa, Abdul Fattah Ahmed Kwara, and Aliyu Wamako Sokoto, they all joined APC. Other big wigs who left PDP for APC were former Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT Nasar El-Rufai, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Aminu Masari, former PDP Vice Chairman, Sam Jaja, Timbre Silva, former House of Representatives Speaker, Aminu Tambuwal, and former Kwara Governor Bukola Saraki. The APC with Buhari as presidential candidate went on to win the 2015 election and defeated incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan of the PDP. It was the first time an incumbent president would lose a re-election in Nigeria. However, Midway into its first term, most of the NPDP members alleged marginalization and returned to the PDP. In this crowd is Atiku Abubakar, Saraki, Tambuwal, and Dino Melaye, amongst others. Currently, most of the legacy parties are no longer in reckoning in the affairs of the APC. The faction of APGA, led by Chief Rochas Okorocha, appears annihilated in the APC. The ANPP team, led by George Mogalu, seems to be on the fringes of activities. The NPDP also appears decimated, with AMEACHI and Silva, amongst others, remaining as survivors. Thus, the ACN and CPC wing are the strongest arms remaining, while the NPDP provided a sizable chunk of the financial war chest for the 2015 election. The CPC contributed voting strength and what has been described as integrity. The ACN, anchored by TINUBU, also contributed men and material to the electoral onslaught. Before the NWC dissolution, the CPC and ACN wings were alleged to have cornered most of the JUSU slots and sidelined others, which necessitated the fight back from other camps. The makeup of the 13-man caretaker committee shows a mix of persons from the legacy parties. The chairman, Governor Mai Malabuni of Yobe, came from the ANPP camp. He served as Yobe State chairman of the ANPP before the APC merger. The secretary, Senator Akpanu Do Edehe, came from the ACN camp. He was ACN governorship candidate in Akwa Ibom in 2011. Governor Isiaka Oyetola is from ACN. Senator Ken Nnamani came from the PDP, which he left on February 6, 2006, and went to political sabbatical. He joined APC in January 2017 and is considered a loyalist of President Buhari. So there is a lot that is going to happen come 2023. What is your opinion as regards this? All of them are strategizing. They are making moves here and there in order to actualize their personal interests and nothing more.